everyone, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Juliet, and in today's video we are going to do a budget with me using my last paycheck in the month of November, and we'll also be covering some changes I've made in YNAB to my budget since getting engaged. So without further ado, let's go ahead and head into YNAB. Alrighty, so we're currently in YNAB and I have $2,616 ready to assign. So before we begin, let's talk about a few changes I've made. So the first thing is this debt repayment category, and I think it's going to be mostly reflective in the December 2022 budget. So you can see that in December 2022, I have went ahead and, of course, fully funded my car loan minimum payment. However, you can see that I have nothing assigned to my two federal student loans. So basically, the moment that student loan forbearance was extended until June 2023, I took the money from these two student loan categories and put them towards my elopement, which I know is a little crazy, but with the forbearance being extended, I just didn't really see the point of saving up or contributing to my student loans when my car loan and my elopement are more immediate things that I need to start funding. So for right now, I am paused on saving up for my student loans. I am now just directing my attention to my car loan and my elopement. So that's what I'm doing going forward. You can also see that I have these three new categories: the elopement need to fund, elopement fully funded, and a happy marriage. So let's talk about this. Before I was officially engaged, I just had an elopement fund that I was saving towards, and it was just this pile of money. However, once I was engaged and we started talking about plans, I realized that I really need to separate out this pile of money into more granular categories. So that's what I've done. So we can see that in the elopement need to fund, I have all these different categories for elopement that I'm still trying to save up money for. So for example, the marriage license, our hotel or Airbnb accommodations, boarding for my dog while we're out of town, and so forth. I also have these fully funded categories, which are things that I already fully funded and I can start spending money out of. So that would include like the wedding bands, the wedding dress, my fiance's tux or suit, whichever he chooses, and our non-refundable deposit that we have to pay to this elopement package company. And then I have this happy marriage category. And so this would involve things like getting my name changed, since I am planning on changing my last name, reinsurance for our 3 rings, so the 2 wedding bands and my engagement ring. And then once we are officially married, then I will start funding this wedding anniversary and date nights category. That's the big changes to my budget. And what I'm going to be doing with this paycheck here is I'm going to be splitting it in half. So I'm going to put half of this money towards my elopement and then half of this money into January 2023. Because when I realized that I needed to really start focusing in on funding the elopement, I took the money from January 2023 and funded that money into my elopement categories in December 2022. So we actually don't have any money assigned in January 2023 anymore. You can see that everything in the assigned column is zeroed out. So I actually have to restart funding January 2023. So let's go ahead and start budgeting. So we are going to head into December 2022 first. So let's go to the elopement need to fund. And I'm going to go ahead and put half of this paycheck into we forgot to budget for this. And that's just to help me, just get the money where it needs to be. And then I'll start divvying it out. It will make more sense once I start budgeting. So we'll do $2,616 times 0.5, so 50%. And then now in my ready to assign, I only have half of my paycheck left to budget with. And then we'll come back to December 2022, but let's go ahead into January 2023. So in January 2023, we have $4,602.96 that's underfunded. I'm going to go ahead and tackle all my monthly bills. So things that I know I will need to pay for in January 2023. So I'm going to skip debt repayment right now and let's go to the monthly fixed expenses. So I'm going to zoom out just a little bit because we're going to use the underfunded button this time. So I know that I want to try to fully fund as many of these monthly expenses as possible. So we're going to do my renter's insurance, electric, internet, iCloud storage, Google Suite, Nixie Host, Amazon Subscribe and Save, Nespresso Pods, and I'm going to skip the new phone plan right now because I haven't started the new phone plan yet and I need to talk to my mom about that. But I'm not kicked off of her phone plan yet and she hasn't brought it up. So I need to talk to her about that because if I can save her some money, I would like to. But now we have all those fully funded. And now let's look at the variable expenses. So I want to go ahead and just fund at least one grocery trip and at least one take a gas, and then parking, let's just do 20 bucks here for right now. And then that's all I need to do here that I think of. I might come back to this. But let's go ahead and then let's do half of rent. And then I can actually do half of my car insurance. Okay. And that would actually allow me to do half of my car loan. So 700. Okay, so we have $38.42 left to assign. So where is this money going to go? So I'm going to actually put this in. Let's go back to December. And let me see if there's any categories that I would like to top off to get to like an even number. So let's go to vet visits for my dog. So I kind of broke up my dogs category into more granular categories. So I want to top this off so I have $300. So that would require me to put in $7.60. Okay, great. So there is that. And then let's see what else. My regular maintenance for my car. I can top this off to, let's top this off to like 170. Yeah, 170. Let's see. I can do mental math. 59. There you go. Okay. And then we have 1923 left. Well, I could actually go in and see what else I can fund in here. I want to go ahead and let's see what else I could do. I don't want to fund any of my elopement stuff because I'm going to fund that in December. Let's go ahead and fund, I think I can, yeah, I can do all my technology replacement. And this $1.23 that's left. Let's see. Let's just put it in with my dog. Yeah, that's fine. That works. Okay, so that's all of my paycheck that I'm allocating in January 2023. So now let's head back into December and start funding the elopement categories. My goal is to fully fund as many of these categories in the need to fund category group as possible. So I have less that I need to fund in the future. So I'm going to reduce my overfunding and this will bring it back to $50, which was originally there. Now let's go ahead and try to fully fund as many as we can. So I think we're going to start here at my dog's boarding. So we need a total of $300 here. So we're good there. We need $300 for the celebratory dinner. And then we need, let's do $150 for the gas and the $150 for the mani-pedi. Okay, so that's awesome. Okay, So now we're good there. Happy marriage. Let's see. I want to fully fund my name change as well. So that's good. Is there anything else? So we don't need to fund anything here, but we can go in and start putting everything else into the ones that still are not fully funded. So dining out, well, I could actually max this one out too. And that would bring me down to $96 left to assign. And what I can do with this is, let's go ahead and just, I could kind of split this 3 ways. So I could do 96 divided by 3, okay, plus 96 divided by 3, and then $32 here. Okay, great. So then that is all my money assigned. It goes by so fast, like budgeting goes by really fast. But let's check out what's left to be funded in January 2023. So we have $2,984.49 left to assign in January 2023. So my plan is that my 2 paychecks in the month of December are going to completely fund January 2023, completely fund my elopement fund, and start funding into February 2023. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please leave a comment down below and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.